Okay, can you hear me, Jenna? Can you hear me okay? Ah, shit.
Hey,
Hey, we're small.
we are all messed up here today. What are you dicking with over there, bud?
Well, I was playing with TikTok Live Studio and I really fucked shit up.
The studio. How is that?
It's good. It was
Yeah,
looking
aside from
real
this
good.
here,
It
aside
was
from us
looking.
being two out of nine here,
We're going to figure it out.
I got confidence, bud. Oh, there we're
We're
almost there.
closer. Never
We
been
are
closer.
closer. Yeah.
Never been
Well,
closer.
we could ride like this too. I'm okay with that.
Ride or die.
At least we're only down to five. You got rid of four of them.
Ah, we're not.
Sorry, everyone. Just us and our technical difficulties as usual.
Ah. You know, I should really know this shit. It's just I haven't had to deal with this very often.
Yeah, no, I don't know none of it, man. I leave it with you. You know that.
Hmm. All right, we're gonna be living
should I
with
try to
this.
should I try to bail and come back?
No, no, no,
Okay.
no. We're gonna figure this shit out. We've done it before. You and
Yeah,
I
we'll
have done
figure
it
it out.
before.
Jenna says yes. Eric says we back. You damn right we are. Thanks for joining us yesterday, Eric. That was fun.
It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I like having a guest on. It's always entertaining, man.
And it takes the pressure off of us.
Well, I don't so much feel the pressure anymore, but like, yeah, I'd hate to be a disappointment, you know. Thanks for having me. You're damn right, man. It was enjoyable. We
Okay,
could probably
we're
take you
just
on right now. We got six spots open up here, five anyway. So
okay. Let's roll with this. I'll figure it out after. I know we had this issue before and you and I figured it out. We'll figure it out again. I think I actually have to change the setting before we even go live.
what is
But
going on? Mira says, Mira, we don't know. We're having some technical difficulties here today, but we're just gonna try to power through it.
yeah, my brain is not at 100% right now.
Well, how many live hours you got logged so far today?
I don't even know because I started at 2 o'clock in the morning. So
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
it's, and I didn't mean to. I'll talk about that here in a second.
Okay.
I
Jenna
don't,
says, "LOL." Ashby's on the big screen. Yeah, we got to switch, man. You're the host. You got to be taking the
I like
limelight here.
this. I like
Do
this.
you?
You look good.
I feel like this is too much, man. Everybody's upset already, and we're just getting started at 6:04, man.
I know, but it keeps everyone like because they can only like the live cast if they tap me. So they got to be pinpoint with their accuracy to like us tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we're already at zero, which is a hell of a start. Oh man,
What a wreck. What a fucking wreck.
it's not very often that you swear more than I do. Oh,
There.
there we are.
I just don't like how you're down in the lower right. Like you're not. It's like you're here, but you're not here.
Yeah, no, I like when we're side by side. I feel like that's all right, man. We'll make it work.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's jump into the comments. People are saying shit, probably making fun of us.
Yeah, man.
What's going on? Ashby on the big screen. I had this before. Yeah, I know we've had it before too. I know how to fix it, but like I said, my head is not working at 100% right now. I'll get into that in a second. I can only tap on Scott. Eric, so good. Thank you. I got back into podcasts this morning. Thanks. Awesome, Courtney. Oh, he is right. I accidentally went live at 2 a.m. Sure, Scott. It's not accidentally. I didn't say I accidentally went live at 2 a.m. I woke up at 1:30. Like, to be honest with you guys, and we'll get into it tonight, but like super anxiety, super nervousness, couldn't sleep. I laid there for probably half an hour trying to convince myself to fall back to sleep, and I just couldn't do it. So I got up and
What time
just
did you go to
started
bed?
working.
Because that's early, man.
Yeah, I don't think I fell asleep until 9:30 ish.
God, you'd be interested in. I'm going to send you a video that Casey Neistat did on YouTube, and it's a theory that he has about replacing sleep with exercise. So
Mm,
you kind of fall into that category sometimes, not all the time, but once in a while when you get lack of sleep, you probably get on the treadmill a little bit longer, and that kind of makes up for it in a weird, fucked up type of way, you know?
yeah. Yeah, something like that. I know what I do know is tonight, after we're done here, this guy is crashing hard. Like, I might
Yeah,
not even make it across the floor right here. I might just drop and fall asleep on the floor and wake up wherever I'm at tomorrow morning. Get
yeah.
back going live.
Maybe the dogs will drag you back to bed or something here.
Yeah, I'm sure. They just curl up next to me and try to steal my body heat.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. Okay, wait. HW is a moderator, not a co host. That's why. HW. Okay. Change the grid. Yeah. Guys, we're letting you down tonight. But we got lots to talk about tonight. And maybe this is all just the way it was meant to go.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, tap the multi-guest, go to settings. That's
Why am
exactly
I
what
a
I already
moderator? Like,
tried.
what? How do we even do that?
Um, oh, here you go. I'm going to kick you out. Request to get back in. Let's see if that'll work, okay?
Okay, copy that.
Let's try that.
And for
Disconnect. There we go. Panel. Show only available spots. Show. No, don't want that. Yeah. Okay. Now, guest, Ashby. Nope. You
no.
know what I think it fuck. I think I remember what happened here last time is I have to go back into live studio because this is what happened during live when I tried live studio before. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
I've clicked a setting in the live studio that I got to go back and turn off.
Do
I
you
think
want to do
that's
this
what's
right
going
now,
on.
or what are you thinking?
Nah, I say we get into it. I'll
It's
fix it
up to you,
later.
man. Yeah. Okay. Let's roll with
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Let's roll with it. Exactly. Okay. Hey guys, Trisha, thank you for showing up again, like you always do. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I appreciate you, Trisha.
He is. That's what I'm saying. Everything happens for the right reason. Exactly, magnetic. This is the live troubleshooting we've been asking for, says Eric. Let's roll with it. Yes, most likely. You're amazing. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're going to get rolling here. It's been a little bit of a slow start, but before we jump into kind of the update, it's going to be a little different style live cast. I think I've been saying that a lot lately, but tonight truly will be. It's going to be us talking about the future of what we're doing here. So, looking forward to sharing that information with you guys. I'm going to share a little bit of the background, why some changes are coming, and then we'll just kind of talk through it. We'll get some, if you guys have some questions or you guys want to provide any feedback, we'll definitely do that. Maybe we can even, since we already fucked up the setup, maybe we'll even bring people on if they want to like actually ask in person. So are you recording? Every live session is all like automatically recorded by TikTok. So yes, we are. Okay, but before we jump into that, there's a few things I wanted to talk about. This morning when I was up at 1:30 and I jumped on live at just after 2 o'clock, Nika, our lovely friend Nika, was on with me. It was actually a pretty amazing live session this morning because there was a collection of about 4 or 5 wonderful souls who have all had very similar experiences. Nika She's got some medical conditions that she manages. She talks a lot about her daughter, but she's got some stuff going on. And then there were a few others that had the exact same conditions, and they were all kind of connecting, showing each other, support. They were following each other and then building relationships. But Nika, when she was in there, she brought up something again, and it's the whole spammer account conversation again that we've had throughout the week. But she said that she's been kind of tracking some of these spammer accounts, and some of our community members have actually followed those accounts. So she wanted to bring awareness to it, just making sure you guys double check to make sure it is the legit person within the community. And if you guys are following them just to kind of track what they're doing and stuff to provide information to, Tamara or whoever it happens to be, that's fine. Just make sure that that's what the intention is, and you're not finding yourself in a bad position with spammer accounts, setting you up to try and ask you for money. So just another reminder that the spammer accounts are out there.
I was trying to see if there's something in the settings for me, but this is all I found.
You know what? It's almost like an authentic filter.
You like it?
It brings out your true self.
Yeah. This is an enhancer is what they call it. Okay, sorry, I'm going to try to get rid of this here. Go on, Scott. Sorry.
All right. Ashby, now you have control on the live. I personally don't know how, but I see them doing it.
Clearly I don't. I have zero control over anything.
Just wanted to stop by, bud, and say have a good night. Going back in a few. Okay, Todd, man. We'll catch up with you later, man. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, Ashby, you need to wear it tonight. Bahaha, love it, Ashby. So maybe that's a look for you, bud.
Maybe it is. Yeah, it's definitely not a downgrade.
Okay, so spammer accounts, we've hit that. LIVEathon 3.0 in a minute. So I just wanted to hit up just a quick summary of how today's gone. I've already talked about it. I woke up at 1:30. I'm going to get into the anxiety, nervousness, and a little bit of that in a second here. But went live from about 2 to 5:30 this morning. Went back, tried to sleep for a bit. Did get a little bit of sleep. Got back up and on by, I think it was about 8:30 or 8:30. And I did a live session from the hammock in my house and just hung out with Peter and Parker and just kind of connected with people. And that was probably the most successful live session I had all day in terms of viewership and engagement. So that was interesting.
See, and that's a nice comfy spot. That looks cozy there, man. I need to have it.
It's super cozy, except when Peter decides he wants to get in the hammock with you and lays across your knees. And because you don't have any support, his body weight's like pushing against your knees. And then all of a sudden you're like, uh-oh, I might not be able to walk for the rest of today. But we soldiered on and made it through it. But
okay, well, now that you're doing these live-a-thons, I'm going to see, when's your birthday, Scott, if you don't mind sharing? Or even if you just give me the month here. Because I'm going to look at sending you a 3-man hammock so that you and the dogs can just get in there without like a potential incident,
There is no way I ever want to have a 3-man hammock. Okay.
Well, okay. Well, like, what I'm getting at, man. Don't get sassy with me.
Yeah. No, I the hammock's large enough for me and Peter, and Parker will never jump in that because he's a bit of a chicken shit. So
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're
it's
all right
just it's just Peter I need to manage. But
Okay.
so that one lasted probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. Jumped off for about an hour, got back on for another hour and a half or 2 hours. So I'm probably going to be pretty damn close to 12 hours today. Got in 5 to 6 hours yesterday. So I'm probably somewhere around 17 hours, let's say, so far. The goal was 30 for the weekend, so it makes Sunday, Monday a little bit more manageable, having pressed on like I did today. But there's still a ways to go.
That's all right. You'll get there. Are you feeling the effects right now? Is Liveathon 3.0 a little more taxing than 2.0 so far?
I don't think I would be struggling so bad if I had just actually slept. But the fact that I went from day one pretty much into day two, it's a little rough right now. You can probably hear it in my voice too. I'm definitely feeling the effects, but I've probably gained another 100 to 150 followers on TikTok. I'm up to 100, I think, and 58 people in the community.
Wow,
And
nice.
I
That's
brought
awesome.
and I brought this up yesterday and I wanted to bring it up again, kind of on riding the heels of the spammer account stuff. Like I'm getting a lot of, and this is primarily for the people that are building communities in school. I don't know how they're going to handle this, but there's a bunch of AI bot requests coming in.
Really, on your school?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
wow.
Like and they all flood in around the same time. You'll all of a sudden get four requests and you won't know where they're coming from. And then if you look at the photos, here, you know what? Since I'm not using Live Studio anymore, I'll just bring it right here. If you look at the photos, it was actually really interesting to watch play out in real time because the photos look like, you know how there's that AI out there right now that if you upload your photo and you ask for like 10 professional photos, that'll come back. It
Yeah.
very much feels like that. And then you look at the other memberships that they have, all of them are a part of the same two or three AI communities. And when I went in and studied, like, I didn't study, when I read the description of each of those communities, it was all about leveraging AI for lead generation. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure in that community, there's some sort of process, some sort of technology that they're using where it's just automatically going out and trying to connect with different people in different communities. So be very careful. Don't fall for it. Have your questions in place that people need to answer so that you can kind of sift through the garbage. And for me, I've only had three, I think they're real people, but three people find me in any other way other than TikTok Live where I've connected with them. So I know, okay, Ashby and I just had a 15-minute conversation. I pointed him to the community. It looked like he was going there. I go look for Ashby.
Yeah.
But when I start seeing these random names, I automatically get a little defensive and I watch a little bit closer. And if they
Yeah.
don't answer your questions, right away, I don't let them in.
See, that's good to know too, because that's something I'll keep an eye out for as well, and a few others in the community that have school communities as well. So definitely appreciate the heads up, because you would think it's like, pretty organic traffic that you're sending over there, but clearly that's not the case 100% of the time, right?
No, it's not. And there's something definitely going on. I think there are people in school that do reach out and look for other communities to try and connect with and vibe with. But when I saw like four back to back, and one of them's name is James Bryan, the next one's James Williams, and then there's a William James, it's like, okay, something weird's going on here.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So that's what I would say about the community growth. I've started to see the whole momentum thing start to happen again. Like the TikTok live was quiet this week. I was talking to Jenna. She kind of agreed with the same thing, is that you haven't seen the same viewership on TikTok live this last 4 or 5 days or so. But now, since I've been going live so much again, all of a sudden that momentum's starting to build again. And I had a quick look at my analytics before I jumped on here tonight, and it's showing the same thing. Is my viewership is starting to ramp back up. The time spent with me is starting to ramp back up. So it's there is something to the more time spent on live for sure. I, as I said the other night, I would never recommend to anyone doing what I'm doing and going live for 5, 7, 9, 12 hours a day. It's ludicrous, and I'm the first one to admit that. But what I'm saying is if you maintain consistency, you figure out what that time amount is that you can commit to do it, just stick with that and you will see a difference.
Well, I also think there's one more piece to that too, and it's providing value while you're on there. Like anytime I jump on and catch you on there, you're constantly walking folks through a process, depending on where they're at, what sort of stage they're at in their journey. So it's not about just sitting on there staring at the wall. Like provide some value, like
You know
that's.
what though, Ashby? I've done that too, just to see, like
Is
just to
it the
test.
equivalent, or like what? How does your give us some results on this test?
I I don't know if I have enough data points to say this is what happens when you just stare at the screen, but I do fuck around with people that are just very, I've mentioned this before. The people that come into the room and just say how, I fuck
Yeah,
around with them intentionally, right? Um, I'm willing to spend time with the people, like you've said, Ashby. Like, I will spend time. I always ask people if they're getting what I'm saying. I'll come back and try to come at it from a different angle or offer an analogy to help people understand what I'm trying to tell them. But if you're just going to come in and, you know, try to squeeze whatever you can out with very little effort, I'm not willing to go there with you. It's probably not the right room.
yeah,
And the reason why I'm doing that, and this is like very intentional, guys, and if you start doing the same thing, I don't want someone that just wants to squeeze as much as they can out of very little effort. I want people that are willing to come and meet me with the same energy or at least close to. And if they're willing to engage with me and try to truly learn, that's the community that you want to build. You don't want a bunch of people that are just going to throw one word out there and expect you to dump the load all over them, right? So
yeah.
just that's why I'm being very intentional. I'd rather those people move on to someone else and waste their time than waste my time and anyone else that I could be spending that time with.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we talk about it all the time here. Like this isn't about anybody coming in and waving a magic wand. It's like there's work to put in.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. Just like you said, it makes you feel good when you hear that,
It
right?
does make you feel good when you get that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's hit the comments here real quick, and then I'll go
Yes,
over a
sir.
few more things about the live-a-thon, and then we'll jump into everything else we wanted to chat about today. Um, oh boy, we've had a lot of comments come in since I started just rambling.
I'm just doing the dancing pineapple. What do you think? Like I'm liking messing around a little bit here. This is actually fun.
Okay, wait. So when is your birthday? Curious now. My birthday's in May. I did 30 consecutive days on Clubhouse, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Oh, magnetic. Whew. Yeah, the spammers are trying to talk YT automation. Yeah. Yeah, I had a guy who got into my DMs on school and was trying to talk to me about YouTube automation, and he has not given up either. I've
Oh, is that
not set
right?
up my questions yet. Eric, yeah, I'd set up my questions right now. Because if you get anyone coming to you, you want to know where they're coming from so you can qualify them. Nikki, FYP. So they see our communities as what they call watering holes. Exactly. Are getting invites to join lives while you are live here on TikTok. Yep, I get those sometimes, but not as much anymore because you can turn that option off. Hello from New Brunswick. Hello, Nikki.
Nikki, thanks for hanging out.
Feel free to copy the ones I made in ALIL. Okay. Welcome. Horrible situation I'm in right now. Tatiane. Hello, I was born in New Brunswick. Mine was quiet this afternoon. Don't do this at home. Okay. Shared the live. Thank you for sharing. Roses. Okay.
All caught up.
I think so. Applause. Needs more sunglasses. Nice, Ashby. The day before yesterday, I had BD. What is BD?
I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck? Look at you. Still waiting for Mike so we can remove him.
I never should have started messing around here, man. Like I didn't realize you could do all this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What about okay, liveathon. I think that's good for today. I'm sure I'm gonna have more learnings for you guys tomorrow. The other thing, so Go Live Challenge Day 2 was today.
Yeah, how did it go?
Let's ask the crew. Eric, I know Kevin's not here. Mel,
Oh,
I'm not
Mel's
sure.
probably gonna go on with us later. I'm thinking, Mel, are you jumping on later this evening?
Yeah,
So
she's.
let me ask you too, Scott, just so that we're not cheating here. Like, can you? Does the liveathon mean or the 10-day challenge? Does it mean
Yep.
that you have to go by yourself, or you can go with a guest? Or
You can go with a guest. You
okay,
can go with a
okay,
guest. The the 10-day challenge is designed to help you go by yourself. But
okay,
can you still apply the same thing to going live with others? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I just I set it up in a way because what I'm looking to help people with on the 10-day go live challenge is by day 10 you've created momentum, confidence, you have the right mindset, you figured out enough technical things where that doesn't get in the way, and there's been enough prompts content wise that you're confident going on your own after that.
sure. Yeah, no, and I think that's great. I do think this like there's whether you're co-hosting or going individually, there's a ton of value in going 10 days. Like I did a video just before we went on this live just to say like this is the first time I've gone a month. Like we're pretty much a month on the live cast here today or tomorrow.
Yep.
Um, and this is the first time I've done that. And like by no means do I have this mastered, but I'm a lot more comfortable now than I was looking back
Yeah.
to when we
Ex-
started this, you know.
exactly. You just show up every day and it gets a hell of a lot easier.
It does, man. Yeah, that's no bullshit. That's the truth.
So that's actually a perfect transition point, but I'm going to pause even further and just say the in real life meetup. So for Ottawa, I'm going to be in Ottawa. March 21st is the evening. It's going to be at the Sandman Airport down in that region. I got to work it out with Mel and Tamara for sure where we're going to meet, but we we are doing that on March 21st. So circle your calendar and let's go have some fun
That'll
in
be
real
fun.
life.
Dinner and drinks are on you. Is that what the deal was, or no?
Fuck you.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm. I don't want you to get some big bill and be upset about it.
No, I need to fly home afterwards. Like
Okay, all right.
I need to be able to afford a plane ticket. Like
Yeah,
those girls will drink me out of pocket
they
for
will.
sure.
Yeah, I don't have to be there to know that. They'll put a dent in it for sure.
And then in real life meetup in Edmonton, we were talking about that this afternoon with Waters, who's a local fella. That's gonna
Oh, okay,
happen.
nice.
Yeah, that's gonna happen on the Saturday. So I think that's the 16th or 17th.
I don't know. I'd have to pull
16th.
up my calendar there, and as soon as I touch the screen, I just put a different filter on, so I'll leave it now.
Yeah. So on the 16th, March 16th, here in Edmonton, Ashby's coming up. We're going to do one of these live casts in person together. And then we're going to go out, grab dinner. Whoever's in the area that wants to join us, let us know. I'll probably put it in the calendar in the community. I don't know if you want to do the same, Ashby, and whoever's in the area, it'd be fantastic to meet up with you. Maybe Mark. I don't know if is Mark here tonight.
I don't know if he turned up or not, but I'll definitely do that though. I'll put it in my calendar for sure because I'm looking forward to that. So, um, I'll throw it up in my school community there as well.
Okay, cool. So now transitioning, since we're halfway through the live cast, we've kind of drugged this one out, but I've kind of been mentioning it a few times today. Ashby and I, especially over the last 48 hours, have had lots of conversations. I think we've been on the phone 3 or 4 times now in the last couple of days talking about a lot of things. And just to provide some context, we're going to be making some changes with the way we're doing things here. And the context around why those changes are coming is because we knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, but work for me is picking up. You know, for the first couple of months since we've been kind of hanging out, all doing these meetups and lives and everything. For a big chunk of it, I wasn't back at work yet. I had taken off 8 weeks from work after finishing up on the project I was on. And now, in the last 3 weeks, I've been re engaged back at work. And starting on Thursday, I've got to travel out of town to go and cover one of the projects that is looking for a little extra assistance. So I'm going to be working 12, 14, maybe longer hour days for Thursday till Monday. So with that, the live casts probably will not happen. Not probably, they will not happen. I won't be available. And then that kind of led to the conversation between me and Ashby about, okay, what are we at the point where we need to kind of change what this looks like? And then sitting down with Eric last night, and I had already started picking his brain a little bit. I had already been kind of thinking through what the next steps would be. And, you know, Ashby and I have talked about a lot of different scenarios. I don't think we've landed on the precise details around it yet, but we are going to be shifting away from the daily live cast model to more of a weekly podcast release where we'll release it on multiple different platforms in audio and video format is what we're hoping to achieve. We'll see if we can get our technical difficulties figured out. But there's a lot of different reasons for this. For one, it's more sustainable, especially with the lifestyle that I'm going to have here over the next little bit. Also, just it's going to allow us to have broader distribution to help connect with a wider audience, bring in more amazing, fantastic people into our community here. And I think we can also maybe go a little bit deeper with each episode. Instead of doing more, we can go deeper, more meaningful with each single episode. We're still going to go live, but it's going to be a little bit different. It's more going to be like kind of what everyone's doing right now, where we go live, connect with each other, support each other. The other thing that kind of stands out to me with this shift in direction is, and probably one of the most important points for me is it opens up the window for you guys to get out and do what you guys need to be doing to keep moving forward too. You know, this 6 to 7 o'clock our time, or 8 till 9 o'clock, or Trisha, I think it's 9 to 10 for you. You know, we love and appreciate and have so much gratitude for everyone that shows up here every night. It has been an amazing experience for us. And we can't even in words truly express how grateful we are for everyone that shows up here every night to support us, to listen, to learn, to offer feedback, to help us grow with where we are in life too. But I think it's time that we step out of the way and allow you guys to have a little bit more space in your schedule to get out there, go live if that's what you're choosing to do, work on your business in whatever way is helping you take the next step forward. It's also there, it's a time for us, if we are available, to say, hey, why don't we go live with you, for the folks that are still, you know, not feeling super confident to go and do it themselves. It just opens up the door and the time to do so many more things. And then we can pour this messaging that we've been doing in the daily live cast into a podcast that you guys can sit down and listen to once a week, then eating up an hour of your time every single night. So I guess with all of that being said, Ashby, anything else you want to add before we kind of ask for feedback or questions or anything like that?
Honestly, I couldn't say it any better myself. I support you, and you know that. I've come from the physical world since I graduated high school in year 2000. That's been a pretty physically demanding job and schedule. I haven't worked less than a 12-hour day um, in over 20 years now. So I I feel for you in the sense that like I know that you've got a lot of momentum going, and I know it doesn't stop here by any means. Like I know I can speak for myself that I've had a ton of fun doing this in the last month. It's opened me up, and my personal development has been exceptional. And again, nothing but gratitude for everybody that's shown up for us every day, man. Like it's all year incredible, and it's this has been a lot of fun, and we'll keep it rolling. And again, nothing's permanent. I just want to stress that. Like, that's the beauty of life. Whatever our next curveball is, we're gonna fucking smack it out of the park because that's just what the fuck we do here. So let's just keep on rolling and keep the momentum, and everybody in here just know that you're appreciated.
Yeah, well said, Ashby. And, you know, I think I've been through this journey over the last month for sure. Like Ashby said, we've been doing this live cast for about a month straight now. And through this journey, it's been an interesting experience for me, both from a business standpoint and from a personal standpoint. And it's, as you guys can probably sense, I've opened up more and more and allowed myself to be more and more vulnerable and shared more and more things with you guys. And I don't think I'm going to change that, especially right now. Like the whole reason I didn't sleep last night was because in the back of my mind, and I am not looking, I'm not sharing this with you guys so that you can jump and say, no, don't worry about that, blah, blah, blah. I'm just purely trying to share with you guys like what's going on with me is I didn't sleep because I feel like I'm letting you guys down because we had created this community. It's an amazing experience. And I think the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because I need you guys to hear from me that this is nothing more than outside influences in my life that are affecting the amount of time that I have available. If I had the same amount of time, if I didn't have a day job, I'd do this every day for who knows how long. I love it. I love showing up for you guys. I love bringing you anything I possibly can that might help you guys. But those outside influences are leaning pretty heavy, and I know I just can't do it. And I don't want to show up for you guys every night half assing it. I'd much rather show up for you one day a week, giving you everything I've got, than give you a quarter of what I've got every night. So that's why, me personally, I feel like we got to make this move. I still want to show up. I still want to provide as much value as I possibly can. I'm committed to helping this community grow and contributing any way I possibly can. But I just don't have the time to do it daily. So that's kind of where my head's at. Last night was a tough night. The last couple of days have been very heavy for me thinking about this because this has turned into such an important part of my life. My sister called me yesterday and she checked in on me on a few times because she knew how much this was weighing on me. But and I talked to a few people yesterday that kind of probably saw a different side of me. When I'm disappointed, frustrated, struggling with something, I can't get to a space where I think about, okay, what the next steps are until I go through this dark space and I just got to feel all the feels. And that's what I was doing yesterday. So yesterday was actually very hard for me. Very hard to show up, even talk, on the live cast, even though I was so looking forward to that conversation with Eric for a while. I knew that this was the direction we were going to head even yesterday, but the conversation with Eric and the importance I see for everyone that decides to move the way of a podcast, I thought it was important to leave that the way it was yesterday and then use today to kind of make this announcement. So as of Monday or Tuesday, Ashby and I still have to work out the details, but that will be the last daily live cast. And then we will make some announcements in both our communities on like what the rest is going to look like from there. And Ashby and I, like I said, we're still trying to figure out the details behind how this is going to look moving forward. But it doesn't mean like, like when Ashby's here at my house, we are definitely getting on and we're going to do something. And we hope you guys will come and join us for that. I don't know what that's going to look like, but we'll figure it out and be sure to communicate it out to everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Just as you're talking, Scott, I watched the comments come in, and just like I told you, and I think you knew, prior to me saying anything, but the support in this community, they all know that you will have those outside sources that come in, and priorities kind of a lot of times can roll out of your hands. So it is what it is. You know, I got you. Anything I can do, you just let me know how I can show some support here. And I know we're gonna keep doing what we can, and this community is gonna keep on growing. It might be a little bit slower, but fuck it. Like, we're all on the same mission still. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hear you.
I
I
know
know you
this is a
guys
piece that you struggled with here, and I know it's been a heavy couple of days, and I know you feel like you're letting people down, but don't look at it that way, man. It's we're doing what we can, and that goes for everybody here. We're all just doing what we can. So there's nothing more you can do, brother. Just keep forging ahead. You know?
keep on pushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you guys need to realize how much you have done for all of us as well. Thanks, Trisha. Like, Trisha sent a really sweet message today, and Trisha, just so you know, I did share that with Ashby. And thank you for your kind words.
Yeah, I
What about,
appreciate you, Trisha.
yeah, Positive Pam says, what about a weekly power hour? And everyone, if you guys want, if you have suggestions or if you have things that you think would work really well, yeah, drop it in the comments. We're willing to consider anything. Eric is just clapping and says podcast. This is working perfectly into his hands.
Yeah, his master plan.
Yeah. You both are so incredibly supportive people, and I'm sure everyone has nothing but gratitude. Thank you, Jenna.
Thanks,
Yes.
Jenna.
What? Yes. Still need a weekly powwow if possible. It's so the weekly thing is not negotiable. Like, we're not looking any less frequent than a week. What we've been talking about is like, is it twice a week? Is it once in this format with a couple other different things? We're trying to figure that out. You'll be making so much money with school soon, it won't be a problem anymore. Thanks, Eric. You need to do what you need to do. We understand completely. Thank you, Courtney. Agreed, says Mark. Thank you guys for all the hard work you've put in, from Eric. Hey, you need to do what needs to be done, from Jackie. Thank you, lady. You have to do what's best for you. We're
Okay, we're back.
sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry, I had a phone call I had to
No, no worries.
cancel.
That's what happens when you're a popular guy. I don't have to deal with those problems.
You know, it was actually perfect because it's actually work calling, but I sent them to
Oh, yeah.
voicemail. They can wait for 16 minutes.
Sounds good.
You,
Hopefully they're not on here right now.
even if they are, we we're all here to support you, Scott, whatever that looks like. Thank you, Heather. Keep going. You got this, and we will support you. Thank you, Pam. Dad Vibe podcast clapping. Yeah. I'm actually super excited about that part because I have always wanted to start a podcast. Like, it's always been a goal of mine. It's always like, I might even be so bold as to say it's been a dream of mine. So this is kind of forcing us further down that path.
Yeah, man, and I'm along for the ride until I get fired. So, like, let's do this. And
Yeah, you're not getting fired. We are here to support. We are here to also support you both in whatever version that looks like. Thank you, Jenna. Wait, what's going on? Audrey came in late, so she's like, huh? Huh?
sorry, Audrey, that's probably not great time. And same with MGM. Microgreens Mike Gowans did a post on you today that was pretty sweet too. I'm sure he must have checked in with you before he did it, or I hope he did anyways. But yeah, it was sweet, man. Like, you're setting the bar, brother.
Yeah. You both are just the best. We'll definitely support no matter what. Podcast sounds freaking amazing, says No BS Marketing with Mel. Hey, Scott. Hi, July. The timing of
Appreciate you,
all of
Mal.
this is pretty magical, actually. Yeah, that's what a community is all about. So, Mike and Audrey, if you're still here, we just kind of announced that we're going to be evolving the live cast into something else. It won't be daily anymore. as of Monday or Tuesday, it's going to be the last episode in its current state. And then we're going to be shifting into more of a podcast style once a week. We're still working out the details on what everything's going to evolve into and what it's going to precisely look like. But I got the call from work and got to go back and work my tail off 12 to 14 hours a day. So we're just not going to be able to do it anymore.
So
But
also, if
but
you guys missed
Ashby,
this, I did figure out how to work the filters on here. So we've been having a lot of fun with that in an otherwise kind of somber uh, last 45 minutes. But I'll try to switch it back here.
yeah, Audrey, I don't miss it either, even though I'm still in it. It's an avocado. Yep.
Yes, yeah.
So
Tried the dancing avocado for a bit. You know what you didn't do today? And I know that you're tired because you started at 2. We didn't have a single fucking poll so far.
no,
Was
you
that
know what I
intentional
said?
or?
I said right at the beginning, there's not going to be any polls tonight.
Oh,
No
fuck.
poll.
Okay. A
No
poll-less
poll.
night.
I just need to go to sleep. I'm tired. I have a headache. No poll.
Okay. All right. If it was intentional, that's okay. I just thought I might
Yeah.
have a chance to catch you slipping. That's all.
Scott, you've changed. You've changed.
Yeah, I thought I knew you.
Yeah. Okay. What questions do you guys have, or do you have any feedback, anything you would like to see this evolve into? I'm not going to say I'm going to promise anything, but definitely we're looking for feedback because this has always been about the community, and we definitely want to hear from you guys what you would like to see or what you think like baseline. Like what do you guys need from the next step?
That's a good question. Yeah, because honestly, we started doing this for the community aspect of it, and that's the only reason we'll continue doing it. You know, dream or not, it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, when you can make a statement as bold as like doing a podcast, it is somewhat of a dream of yours, then that's sweet, man. Like I'm honored to be a part of it. Tiny
What
little
am
part,
I
just way down here in the corner, but I'll take it.
what I'm going to do at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time every night now. Mike, I will text you every night at 7 p.m. just to check in on you.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
send
you
you
bet, man.
a hug emoji.
What we're
I,
trying to do is give you 1 hour off in the day, Mike, because we know you're grinding hard, man. You have some supper and just chill for a little bit.
yeah. I think a podcast for you too is going to be amazing, especially wish Ashby's filters were working now. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it'll be. It'll be an hour of Ashby trying every filter he can find. It's going to be entertaining.
I take them off just because I know it's not appropriate. I'm having fun fucking around a little bit. That's
Yeah,
all.
I put him in the corner already tonight.
Yeah, I'm
So,
in the penalty box, so I may as well have some fun here.
but a podcast sounds great. From microgreens, my evil plan is coming together. I can
Yes.
just picture him in his toque and sunglasses like this right
Yeah,
now.
like, yeah.
We will do a double poll tonight to make up for it. I promise, Ashby. They won't be like the last few. Yeah, it
Oh
won't be
God.
about the south ditch, north ditch, any ditch.
You can't double pull a single pull, and especially your pulls, Heather. You know I got nothing but love, but geez, you're hitting me below the belt in some of those.
Mira says, you never know. It might be a blessing in disguise. And I agree. I think it will be. It's just been really hard the last 48 hours to just accept it because I've said this before, guys. Like, I was in a very dark place for a very long time, and this community has helped me kind of feel a hell of a lot better than I have in a long time. So it's been very hard the last couple of days knowing that I don't really have a choice.
Well, I'm gonna on a totally different note. I am gonna through my school community. So if y'all aren't in my school community, if you want to join, the link is in my bio. So jump in there and join us. But I want to try to put together a big live cast that you can tune into, Scott, or we'll record it and send it over to you. But we're gonna do a live cast for you, and you can just sit back and watch for a change.
Oh, I like that. I
Yeah,
like that.
so I'm gonna put something together and I'll keep you posted.
Perfect. I like that. We got your back. We aren't going anywhere. Thank you, Eric. You can't go anywhere because I need you. I need you to help me take this next step. We aren't going anywhere. Scott, thank you, Heather. Great minds. I just want to see you guys succeed in every way possible. Thank you, Jenna. Okay. Well, we're feels like we're
You know what?
pushing towards wrap up, but if you guys have any questions, you have any feedback, you have any ideas for what this needs to look like moving forward, please send a message to me, to Ashby, either way. We want to hear your feedback for sure.
And also, you guys are so sweet. You kind of just make me want to dance.
Is
This
that,
is awesome, man. This is so much fun. Okay,
is that the
hang on.
poll for tonight? Oh no, wait, that's a banana.
That is the banana. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay. Banana pole. Like you're not even close.
Is there anything you guys would like, Ashby? Is there anything you'd like?
No, just whatever feedback you got. Honestly, shoot us straight. We're big boys. We got thick skin, and you're not going to make us cry. So whatever, like it always helps. The feedback from the community. There's nothing more valuable. So, and also just appreciate all of you a
Yeah.
lot. You do make me want to dance. I'm not going to do it again, but I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and Audrey says perhaps a weekly Q&A. Yeah. Ashby and I have talked about a few different scenarios. We got to probably talk some more. The one thing we know we want to do, and Ashby, you can correct me if I'm out of line saying this. The one thing we know we want to do is a weekly something that has the same intention behind it as what we've been doing here.
Yeah,
So
100%.
whether we call it a live cast or we call it, we don't know. Hey, maybe that's what we should do. We should ask people for what they think the name of this should be moving forward. Is it live cast just for, nostalgic reasons? Or is there a better name? So if you guys have an idea for what we want to call this podcast moving forward, that's going to be a very similar format. It's going to be talking about the same things. It's going to be serving the same audience. Let
And it
us know.
can't, it's got to be appropriate. Like it can't be like two big pole guys or something like that. Like it's got to be appropriate.
I think that's appropriate.
For the masses, you know?
The next level live cast. That's an interesting one. Ashby will have to do a dance for the in person. Yes, he will. I'll make
Okay,
sure he's
shit. Yeah,
wearing
I could
a.
cut a quick rug for you. It's not going to be anything too crazy, but yeah.
Just make sure you're wearing a banana suit
These hips don't lie. I'll promise you that.
or Livecast 2.0. My podcast is called the Thumbcast. That's pretty good. Green Thumbcast. I get it.
I love it.
Between two big pole guys. Just give out thoughts. Okay. Finger, heart. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's move towards wrapping things up here. If you guys think of anything else, you have any suggestions, let me know. Are you still coming to Ottawa, Scott? I might be able to join. I'm there the night of the 21st, Jackie. We'd love to have you there. You, me, Mel, Tamara, whoever else is in Ottawa. Yep, I'm going to be there on the night of the 21st. I'm staying at the Sandman Airport.
And
So we're
actually,
going
I
to try
think,
and
Jackie,
figure it
you
out.
came in a little bit late, but Scott is doing dinner and drinks that night if you're interested.
I'm doing dinner. I'm paying for dinner. That's it.
All right. Okay, just dinner. All right,
All
try to
right.
sneak one in.
No, no, I'm
No.
not letting you sneak that one in.
All right.
Ooh, look at dad vibe.
The
The
blue
blue collar
collar
dollar.
dollar. Yeah, that is us, man. And like I like that. I do like that. Just a couple of dirty dogs just trying to figure out how to work the goddamn internet, you know?
Trying to find a different way.
That's what we do.
I kind of like a different way podcast. The different way, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that. I like the blue collar dollar too.
That has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
But most people will think that's from cocaine.
That's true too. Yeah, there could be a bad association there. Yeah. Well, either way, I like it. Fuck. Well, a few to think about for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Um. All right, Ashby. Any last comments?
Um, Not really, man. Aside from just for you directly, like I don't want to look too far ahead because I don't want to apply any unnecessary pressure at all. So I just want you to know that like whatever we got to do, let's have some fucking fun with it. Because if we're not having fun, and this goes for absolutely everybody here, I I could go back to coal mining any day of the week. I don't want to because I don't enjoy it. It doesn't fill my cup. This is what I enjoy doing. So let's have some fun with it and roll with it. Don't take any unnecessary pressure on you. You know, you and I have had some conversations, and whatever the hell we got to do, just count me in, man. I appreciate every single one of us in this group that's been showing up consistently day in and day out and whenever you can. So we could never ask any more from anybody. So thanks a lot for this whole community. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, uh, man. You always seem to say the right thing right at the end, and all I got to do is say my one line. But before I do, I'm gonna say, just a reminder: we're not calling our quits until Monday. So keep on coming back through the weekend. We want to hang out with you guys before we make this shift as much as we can. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night, same time, same place. Hopefully, we'll get this whole nonsense where he can get away with bullshit down in the lower right corner by tomorrow night. So
If
go
I'm
live and go live.
okay,
Bye.
have a good night.